Okay, so I'd like to briefly introduce the seventh mission idea contest Mix 7 and the lecture series for this mission idea contest 7. So from the mission idea contest 7, we are going into the deep space. So the main target of this mission idea contest 7 is a deep space science and exploration with micro nano satellites. So as I said, the target mission will include the deep space science and exploration. Okay, and the important date is this July, August, September, and November, like this. The abstract submission due July the 7th, and it will be notified. The selected authors will be notified by the August 18th, and full paper submission due is September, and the final presentation is not decided yet, but around November. And maybe several candidates will be selected, which will be invited to the final presentation, and we will select the first, second, and place, and the student prize and others. So this is an overview of the Mix 7. So the Mix 7 requirement looks like this. Propose an innovative experiment idea which contribute to deep space science and exploration. We should assume something. So these are the requirements to be assumed. The first one, the spacecraft envelope size is less than 1 meter by 1 meter size with less than 100 kilogram. And the launcher will provide a launch into the cislunar orbit or deep space trajectory orbit with a relative velocity to the Earth that is called excess velocity, which is greater than 0 kilometer per second. And you can use a transponder, which was on board of our Procyon. I will show you later. And you can assume that you can use Earth ground stations for deep space mission, like a deep space network. And you can take continuous 8 hours for spacecraft operation every day. So this is very different from the operation of the Earth orbiting satellite. The lifetime is a free parameter, but you should consider the effect of radiation for the proposed lifetime. And the proposed launch date should be before 2030. Let me show you a little more detail. So as to the launch delivery assumption, we will provide this kind of the figure which shows a relationship between excess velocity and allowable weight of spacecraft. The horizontal axis shows the square of the excess velocity, which is called C3, and the vertical axis is allowable launch weight. So you can develop your satellite within this contour. And as to the communication system, as I said before, you can use a communication system which was on board of Procyon, which is called the XTRP transponder and SSPA power amplifier. If we use these component, total required power for the communication system is roughly 50 watt, and the RF power of this communication system is 15 watt. So you can use this 15 watt for your link merging, and you can use this 50 watt for the power budget calculation. And you can assume that you can use Earth ground station for deep space mission like a DSN. Evaluation criteria include originality, novel concept not yet realized or proposed. That include the mission idea. For example, what kind of the planet to be observed, or for what objective, or how you can realize that mission. So this will be a novel concept. And the impact on society and the potential to expand scientific knowledge and so on. And the engineering, technical description and solution and operational concept, and the feasibility, including the programmatic and some other factors like this. And the process and timeline, which I showed you before, the application submission deadline will be July the 7th. So please keep this date. This is very important date. And the follow-on schedule looks like this. Okay, and in order to encourage the many people to participate in this contest, we will organize a lecture series for the deep space, space science and exploration missions. And it will be held on the February and March. And we have 5 lectures. The first one, Professor Funase is focusing on the, maybe he will focus on the, system analysis and design of the deep space mission. And the second, Professor Ueno will focus on the scientific side. And the Professor Koizumi is an expert of the propulsion system. So he will talk about the propulsion system. And the Dr. Ozaki is expert of the orbital design. So he will show you how you can design an orbit to the target. And finally, Dr. Tomiki is expert of the communication system. So he will talk about a communication system. Okay, and this shows the reason for joining MIC: capacity building, seek meaningful mission ideas, attend free lectures. So this is very economical. You can get a free lectures on deep space exploration and make a difference in the real world. MIC can function as a catalyst and result in project which are innovative, affordable, and technically reachable, and receive exposure for your ideas. And finally, recognition of the excellence. Awards and prize will be given to the excellent idea. So this will be the reason for joining MIC. So join us. So the important date is July the 7th. That will be the application of the application submission deadline. So please keep this date and join us. That's all. Thank you very much. And if you have some questions, please ask to these experts in the different areas, in each different area questions. Okay, so we would like to have the very interesting idea from you all. Thank you very much.